Spook clapper, clap on, clap off the clapper, celebrates 5 years since lying to Congress as statute of limitations expires. Yeah, he said, we spy on no one in the U.S. There is no NSA spying. It's like saying there is no sun in the morning that rises, and there are no birds that live in trees, and there is no ocean, and there is no planet, and there's just, you know. Oh, my God. Meanwhile, he was spying illegally along with Brennan on Trump and me. We got that from the DEA. Waging war on corruption, crashing through the lies and disinformation. I'm your host, Alex Jones. You know, I should have opened the show up with this. In fact, on the live streams, it's one of the headlines we put out this morning. Julian Assange warns that leftist-funded CIA agents are planning on throwing the 2018 election. And he has that from all the secret intel he's being given by patriots. And that's why I'm saying it's time for covert action, legally and lawfully by the president, because these groups are working for foreign foundations. They're getting foreign outside campaign money. And for some reason, the Republicans always roll over and let the Democrats prosecute everybody with fake stuff and, you know, put filmmakers in jail because they got 5 friends to give donations to somebody running for Hillary's Senate seat, Dinesh D'Souza, and then she can get billions of dollars from foreign governments and dictators and use it for her campaign at that foundation. I mean, she can get hundreds of millions of dollars from the Russians. Imagine if Trump did something like that. So I'm going to talk about that in the next segment. Spook clapper, clap on, clap off the clapper, celebrates 5 years since lying to Congress as statute of limitations expires. Yeah, he said, we spy on no one in the U.S. There is no NSA spying. It's like saying there is no sun in the morning that rises, and there are no birds that live in trees, and there is no ocean, and there is no planet, and there's just, you know. Oh, my God. Meanwhile, he was spying illegally along with Brennan on Trump and me. We got that from the DEA. And from our good friends in the Maricopa County Sheriff's Department who were given access to the database. Yeah, and you know how I knew it was real the minute I saw it? It had phone numbers that I didn't even have the nerve to call. I was given to Trump's private apartment at Mar-a-Lago and my private office line that I never used at a sub-office we had in Central Austin. When I was given that database, we only put out our numbers, as everyone knows, and blacked them out, the last 4 digits. Notice, no media coverage of that. How big a deal was that? 2 months after Trump's in office, they're saying it's all lies, nobody got spied on. And the Maricopa County Sheriff's Department and courts have access to the DEA interface with the National Security Agency, and we get sent over 100,000 U.S. citizens being spied on. And they use the rubric of drugs for parallel construction. Every phone number, I don't know if it was over 50 phone numbers of the president. Every place he stayed, everywhere he went, his children, his wife, his ex-wives, everybody. And agencies after agencies after 18 agencies, not 17, all nexused in. And see, Pachetic always kind of hints at this when he gets on there and he goes, geospatial, Alex. NASA was another cover, not just the CIA. But then NASA was another breakaway group set up as a counterbalance to the CIA, and it's actually the biggest agency. And that's why it's like, oh, don't worry, you'll be back up on YouTube and Google. There's rogue groups and they're doing this, and they're going to be stopped today. You notice then they came out in a big press release the next day, Bloomberg, oh, it was rogue groups inside. YouTube did it all. The country's in a civil war, folks. So when you hear geospatial, that's Space Command, that's NASA, that's the other breakaway civilization. Oh yeah, this is a big war. We'll be back. I'm Alex Jones. Tomorrow's news today.
You know, someone very profoundly once said many years ago that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll come in the name of liberalism.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Infowars comes to mind.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
There's a lot of controversy around this network about Alex Jones.
Google is being accused of hiding negative stories about Hillary and her campaign by changing its algorithm to bury stories like the Clinton body count story. That's according to website Infowars.
It sounds like it's confirmed there are at least 2 shooters with fully automatic weapons.
Dr. Martin Luther King has been shot to death in Memphis, Tennessee.
JFK was shot from the back and the front.
It was almost as if it were a planned implosion. It just pancaked.
They took the babies out of the incubators and left the children to die on the cold floor.
I think this is a national security imperative. We have clear things that we do not understand how they work, operating in areas that we can't control.
UFOs.
Is this global governance at last? Is it one world? The central bankers in charge?
Israel claims the attack was accidental, but some former U.S. naval officers say it was on purpose. They describe the day's action as part of a continuing cover-up.
Russian intelligence compiled a dossier on Mr. Trump during visits to Moscow.
Russian scum!
Denied everything. He called it all fake news.
And he accused CNN of being fake news.
This is a national emergency.
If they kill Trump or remove Trump, it will cause a massive civil war in this country.
This is a FEMA high-level alert.
We are at war with Russia.
Are you aware that Mr. Stone also stated publicly that he was in direct communication with Julian Assange and WikiLeaks?
The White House and the President are citing Infowars.
They could shut us down. You're next.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance. It's Alex Jones.
Fuel your body with Carnivore, the new digestive enzyme product by Infowars Life. Digestive enzymes assist in the digestion process and increase the bioavailability of nutrients by breaking down foods into easily absorbable components. They also help prevent discomfort from indigestion caused by fermentation of undigested food particles in the gut. Digestive enzyme production declines as we age. Carnivore is filled with digestive enzymes like those naturally present in the body. Enjoy the full potential of protein-rich foods again. You can eat protein-heavy foods now while minimizing the later indigestion and discomfort commonly associated with high-meat diets. Just one pill with every high-protein meal helps increase the bioavailability and absorption of amino acids, the building blocks to your muscles. Carnivore also contains digestive enzymes to help digest fats and carbohydrates so you can fully digest all types of meals. Don't let a meal go to waste. Use Carnivore by Infowars Life. Head to InfowarsLife.com and secure your bottle now. That's InfowarsLife.com.